Situated, get keys off table and leave it. I really made it. Get it made. Won't wrestle, cause I spatula all you action figures.
Tiny like a spider on a spud web. I got some on my thumbnail. I feed it to my girls. They say, yeah.
I'm doing this for what else. When I go, I'ma leave for the belt. I told you did like a chef. I want a Ferrari and yellow.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. It's officially winning time in the NFL. In today's wildcard matchup, victory is the only option for these two teams. It's the Jaguars going up against the Steelers. The towels are out, but it's set to be a cold one at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh. That's where we'll say hello to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, despite the elements, these fans here in western Pennsylvania, they wouldn't dream of missing this one as you get a look inside snowy Heinz Field in Pittsburgh. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And when this offense is clicking on all cylinders, the running back is in sync as well.
The focal point. Runs, catches, blocks, sets the tone for the offense.
Another carry now for Gurley. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Well, there they went blitz defensively, Charles, and things were paved well coming from the linebacker position.
I love the way that you described it, paved well. Oftentimes, the guy who gets home on the blitz, he's going to get all the credit. But his teammates did all the dirty work, right? They ran into people on purpose. They sometimes tugged on jerseys to hold linemen to create space and gaps. And that play finished off really, really well. Well conceived, well designed, and even better executed.
He gets it to Brown, complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And one of the underrated aspects of Ben Roethlisberger's game is his ability to actually throw the football. We hear so much about his movement and escaping the pocket. Ben can step back there and fling it, and Antonio Brown is usually there to catch.
We've really seen their chemistry develop, haven't we?
Yes, we have, and it's been really, really fun to watch.
Fresh set of downs here. They'll need to get the play off quickly. On first down, it's Gurley. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And this Jacksonville Jaguar defense, Charles, they have a lot riding on the youngster Jalen Ramsey.
As you well know, he was my #1 player coming out of the 2016 draft. I loved his versatility. The big question mark, is he enough of a ball hawk? Didn't have very many interceptions in college, but boy, he does everything else that you want. Runs, hits, wraps up on his tackles. He's going to start on the corner for the Jaguars.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Again, they run with Gurley. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. He was trying to find Ladarius Green there as tight end. And now it's 4th down.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he's able to bat it away.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. Oh, it shifts past him. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. And not great starting field position here for the offense. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. And a lot of the weight of this offense falls on the shoulders of the running back. That's because the offense knows if they give him any openings, any opportunities, he can turn it into a big play at any time. 2nd down now after the pass completion. Bortles to throw on 2nd down. And here he's got Graham. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Bortles now on 1st down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Got the hand caught up in the grill of the face mask. 15-yard penalty. So tough for a defender. You're trying so hard to make a play, and the way that these offensive guys can move around, sometimes your hand gets into the wrong place. And now a 1st down following that long gain. They'll run it now out of the gun. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done. So this brings up a 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, here's Bortles. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. Touchdown, Jaguars. Allen Robinson, 38 yards. And the Jags have taken the early lead. And this offense comes out, they're just acting like it's week 1 of the regular season. They look sharp here early in this wild card matchup. Yeah, I want them to come up and do that for me because I want to have that same calm that they exhibited in their opening drive. Well done by them. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time out they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that? There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up. But you've avoided a mistake. At least you didn't turn it over, I guess. You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. And, wow, now we've got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success. Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down. On On second down, here's Roethlisberger. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. Now Bortles throwing on second down. Brought in over the middle by Grant. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Bortles looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And the Steelers set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
They run. It's Gurley. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Todd Gurley taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And in this weather, and I know you weren't a quarterback, you were on the defensive side of things, but how hard is it to throw that football?
It can't be easy because you never know how the moisture is going to affect things, and each quarterback handles it differently. Some of them are a little bit better than others. Depends on whether they'll wear a glove, not wear a glove. How cold is it? You know, all those things go into it. But it goes to everything else. Keeping your footing when you're running routes. Supposedly you have the advantage as a receiver because you know where you're going. But that's not easy as well.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you get 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The 15 yards there on the catch and run.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. So he got free at one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. From the gun on 3rd down, Bortles finding time. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it brings up 4th down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So on 4th down, here's Brad Nortman on to punt it away. And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And Gurley here fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time? Closer. Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Remain here in the first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. Now Bortles on the bootleg. He shakes it off. Pressure comes and the Steelers take him down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third. Defense showing blitz. They fake the handoff. Now Bortles. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a fourth down now. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So a good kick that time, and he's able to redeem himself from the previous miss.
And fortunately for him, he got the chance to do that not long after missing the first time. Sometimes a whole game goes by, and you don't get that chance at all. So you keep it with you till the next time you take the field.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time they coughed it up. Led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. All week in practice, they stressed grounding, pounding the football, and they really executed it well there to get the first down.
That usually means getting back to being physical in practice, because when you emphasize pounding the football, it doesn't really come together unless you practice it the same way you're going to play it in the game. That means more bodies, more pads, and a whole lot of popping last week, and they got it done in the game.
And they're going to speed things up here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
Just like that. Just like that. Blue 30. Number ball. Slam, slam, slam. On your right. Slam, slam, slam.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Man open left side is Brown. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. And let's not take for granted, in these conditions, that's never an easy pass and catch.
You really got to find a way to drive the ball. You know, get your grip. You know, that's why we see some of the guys now, they'll put the gloves on.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. The one running back is Gurley. Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant. And it's third down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. And how about the dime look here? 6 DBs on 3rd and inches.
Daring them to run the ball.
Roethlisberger now to throw on 3rd down. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, 4th down.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. He had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
And Boswell's kick is good. And that gets him back within a single point. It's now 10-9. So a field goal here. They're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Final shot before half for Bortles. Looking deep downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And never mind, Larry, forget your halftime report. Apparently, we are set for the 3rd quarter of action already. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 3rd quarter starts with a run by Freeman. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
3 yards to go on 2nd down. Bortles to throw on 2nd down. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Bud Dupree in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Let's see, the defense might bring some added pressure as the offense is dealing with a 3rd and long. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Snap comes at 1, and it's Bortles. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Fielded at about the 28. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Time running out here on the play clock.
Let's go now.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Second down, here's Roethlisberger. And this is caught by Martavis Bryant. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does when a quarterback has to slide and find open space to throw. There's so many things that go into playing the position of linebacker. Some of them are actually subtle. Doing the drill work that you do all the time in practice and carrying it over to the game. Get rid of blockers and get to the ball carrier and knock him down for a loss.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side. On second down, Roethlisberger. He's going to let this one go deep. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
So a second down incompletion now brings up third down. 5 wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side. Now Ben on third and long. He's going to try and go deep again. It's caught inside the 25. And that one results in 35 yards. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
A give to the fullback on the dive. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And there's the pickup you want on first down. All offenses say, you get me 4 on first down, we'll take it. How about if you get 5? They'll really be happy.
So we've got a second and 5. They come out here in the I. They run with a fullback Nix. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
And that was a good collision right there. And I know this as a former defender. If you're playing linebacker, you're going through a checklist on every play on who you think's going to get the ball and where you think the ball's going to go. Rarely do you expect the fullback position to get it. And on that play, you did. So you've got to steel yourself at that point because the contact is going to be strong.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Came up about a yard short, but I can't help it, Brandon. I love it when the big guy gets the football and he tries to babble his way forward. There's something about those guys carrying the ball and watching people trying to stop them. That's just great theater.
And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Meeting the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Hey, 4th and inches. Why let your quarterback try and sneak for it? Give it to the guy born to fight for those tough yards. It's a fullback dive. And he just makes sure he secures the football and then plows forward to pick up the first down.
That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. It's the fullback punching it in from a yard away. And the Steelers have taken the lead. And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same guy the apple dropped on his head, right?
Roethlisberger looking to throw. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus. Focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. They go play action here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Yards still left on second down. Bortles will try again on second down. He's got time. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Hayward. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th. Third and long, it's Bortles. And he goes down, it's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Taken from just outside the 30. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Easy.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Third down now following the run.
These two. Back.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. This is taken at the 15. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now, and he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. Then he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. They come up in an offset eye. So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
Inside the red zone, and that means don't come away from there with anything less than 3 points, but everyone's thinking about 6. They're trying to get to the end zone. They decide to run a toss. Big people up front being mobile and moving, and a running back trying to follow behind them to find yardage, and that's exactly what he did.
And Boswell's kick is good, and that'll push the lead up to 8. So, Charles, I think from a defensive perspective, you have to look at that field goal there and consider it a win.
You were able to keep them within a touchdown, so no question about it. That was the kind of stand that keeps you in ball games.
Here comes Grant on the return. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And now out come the Jags. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see when they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Bortles now to throw. Surveying the field. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was looking to get it to Allen Hurns that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all of those things, helping increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the 4th quarter, and they got a big one.
Yeah, it's such a close game, a very big one. And if the defense can hold here, this ball game is over.
And they're thinking more than just holding. They're thinking about a takeaway to finish things off.
We've got a 3rd and 11. On play action, it's Bortles. Escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Here's Brad Nordman now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They have the lead. Still a one-possession game, but the defense got the stop. They've got the football now. Just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened. And he won't. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he'll get it. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. That'll be their 2nd, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. And if they want to keep this drive alive, they'll need 8 yards here on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football, comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Second down following the run. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Cameron Hayward in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. He'll look to throw. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up, because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be second and goal.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
Another shot here from the 2 as they come up on 3rd and goal. Back to throw. That's caught at the 2. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the 5.